Irreligion is the absence of religion, an indifference towards religion, a rejection of religion, or hostility towards religion. When characterized as the rejection of religious belief, it encompasses explicit atheism, religious dissidence, and secular humanism. When characterized as hostility towards religion, it encompasses anti-clericalism, anti-religion, and antitheism. When characterized as indifference to religion, it is known as apatheism. When characterized as the absence of religious belief, it may also include deism, implicit atheism, spiritual but not religious, agnosticism, pandeism, agnosticism, non-theism, pantheism, panentheism, religious skepticism, and free thought, depending upon individual definitions, and the distinction between different senses of the word religion. Irreligion may include some forms of theism, depending on the religious context it is defined against. For example, in 18th century Europe, the epitome of irreligion was deism. According to Pew Research Center's 2012 global study of 230 countries, 16% of the world's population is not affiliated with a religion, while 84% are affiliated. Several other polls on the subject have been conducted by Gallup International. The 2012 poll from 57 countries reported that 59% of the world's population identified as religious, 23% as not religious, 13% as convinced atheists, and also a 9% decrease in identification as religious, when compared to the 2005 average from 39 countries. Their follow-up poll in 2015 found that 63% of the globe identified as religious, 22% as not religious, and 11% as convinced atheists. According to Pew Research Center's 2012 global study, out of the global non-religious population, 76% reside in Asia and the Pacific, while the remainder reside in Europe, North America, Latin America and the Caribbean, Sub-Saharan Africa and the Middle East and North Africa. According to Pew Research Center projections, the non-religious, though temporarily increasing, will ultimately decline significantly by 2050 because of lower reproductive rates and aging. Being non-religious is not necessarily equivalent to being an atheist or agnostic. Pew Research Center's global study from 2012 noted that many of the non-religious actually have some religious beliefs. For example, they observed that belief in God or a higher power is shared by 7% of Chinese unaffiliated adults, 30% of French unaffiliated adults and 68% of unaffiliated U.S. adults. Human rights. In 1993, the UN's Human Rights Committee declared that Article 18 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights protects theistic, non-theistic and atheistic beliefs, as well as the right not to profess any religion or belief. The committee further stated that the freedom to have or to adopt a religion or belief necessarily entails the freedom to choose a religion or belief, including the right to replace one's current religion or belief with another or to adopt atheistic views. Signatories to the convention are barred from the use of threat of physical force or penal sanctions to compel believers or non-believers to recant their beliefs or convert. Most Western democracies protect the freedom of religion, and it is largely implied in respective legal systems that those who do not believe or observe any religion are allowed freedom of thought. A noted exception to ambiguity, explicitly allowing non-religion, is Article 36 of the Constitution of the People's Republic of China, which states that no state organ, public organization or individual may compel citizens to believe in, or not to believe in, any religion, nor may they discriminate against citizens who believe in, or do not believe in, any religion. Article 46 of China's 1978 constitution was even more explicit, stating that citizens enjoy freedom to believe in religion and freedom not to believe in religion and to propagate atheism. Demographics. Although 10 countries listed below have non-religious majorities, It does not mean that majority of the populations of these countries don't belong to any religious group. For example, 67.5% of the Swedish population belongs to Lutheran Christian Church, while 58.7% of Albanians declare themselves as Muslims. Also, though Scandinavian countries have among the highest measures of non-religiosity and even atheism in Europe, 47% of atheists who live in those countries are still members of the national churches. A Pew 2015 Global Projection Study for Religion and Non-Religion projects that, between 2010 and 2050, there will some initial increases of the unaffiliated followed by a decline by 2050 due to lower global fertility rates among this demographic. Sociologist Phil Zuckerman's global studies on atheism have indicated that global atheism may be in decline due to irreligious countries having the lowest birth rates in the world and religious countries having higher birth rates in general. The tables below order the percentage of a country's population that are non-religious from highest to lowest.